clarify something. Right before the game, I went out with 40 seconds on the clock before the game started, and heard from one of the trainers that Drew's knee was acting up. He's been dealing with some tendonitis. And so we went back and forth a little bit, and then the anthem started, and I asked him again after the anthem. He said it felt a little better and he wanted to give it a shot. But that was the first I had heard about it, and he was fine up until right before the game. So I know that, Mike told some of you guys that he was okay. He had no knowledge of it. I had no knowledge of it. I almost didn't start him, but decided to let it go for 5 minutes, and then it was pretty clear to me he wasn't moving well enough, and so we got him out of there. So he got treatment, and he was ruled out from there. And then, of course, Mathurin stepped in and played a great game, and so very happy for him.
Rick, what can you say about what Pascal Siakam did tonight, especially in late moments with the shots he was able to make?
Well, Pascal was great. He was great defensively. He worked hard on the boards. Look, the last 5 points, we called a timeout, went direct to him. And then he ended up with the 3 on top, and those were absolutely decisive. So, look, he's a great player. Ty's a great player. We have 2 great players on our team. The cautionary tale about this game is that we cannot lose our tempo. We cannot lose our ball movement. We cannot lose our aggression. We're not an ISO team. We're not suited or set up to be an ISO team. And if you slow down against Boston, this is what they're capable of. They're capable of striking very fast. We saw it last year. So, we need to keep our pedal on the metal. And ironically, maybe it's a little counterintuitively, as the game gets shorter at the end, a lot of people feel like the game just intuitively needs to slow down. But the truth is, for some teams, you need to continue to play fast and even faster if you can. And so that's the case with us. So, we had to survive a tornado out there, really. But guys showed a lot of character, a lot of guts. And in the end, Haliburton and Siakam made the plays.
The last 9 minutes was the best, at least on the scoreboard, you guys have looked all season. I know you just touched on some of the things that did not go well down the stretch, but what to you stood out about how well you guys were playing, or what was going well for those first 3-ish quarters?
There was a different attitude, a different vibe. We really, we did rebounding and loose ball drills this afternoon in our prep. Nobody does that. But this is the world we're living in, where rebounding missed threes has become, the ultimate Achilles heel for us. We're last in the league in rebounding those. And so we had to do something. I don't know. I didn't really even look where the whole thing ended up. Yeah, we ended up beating them on the boards, which is great. When we out-rebound teams, it helps fuel our transition and our pace, and a lot of good things happen for us.
Just to kind of keep going on that theme, Benedict obviously gets 30 points, but he gets 11 rebounds, which I imagine is a number that stands out to you. Just what did you like about him, offense, defense, on the glass, basically a complete game today in terms of just his response?
Yeah, he was tremendous. He was tremendous, and this was much needed for our team. And I made the decision we were going to go with him early, and then when Drew was ruled out, there was some shuffling and stuff. But Ben played a lot more minutes than we normally like guys to play. But he's built for it. He's tough. He has a lot of stamina, and he's got a strong will.
Ben Shepherd obviously is a guy that gets plays like this, but the rebound he gets right before the Siakam 3, and also to go there and win the jump ball after that. Just how big is that point playing into the importance of possession?
Well, this is why he's an important player. He's our best guy, pound for pound rebounding the ball. It's, our bigs and our smalls. I mean, and scooping up loose balls. He just has a nose for it. He's wired for it. And so that's why it's hard keeping him off the floor, at times. And, the way the game happened, Aaron fouls out, and then, Isaiah fouls out, and, we were down to 5 or 6 guys that had any experience at all. So, Shep once again, did a lot of important things for us.
You mentioned Ty up the top. And what did you like about his playmaking, especially today? 12 assists. It seemed like he's. I know we keep asking the same stuff, but
I think the big adjustment that Ty is making is that he's getting off the ball quicker. He's passing it ahead. I mean, the last 2 games we moved the ball ahead very well, very effectively, and when it goes up the floor, it frees him up to get open in other areas of the floor where you don't have 4 sets of eyes on him, and 5, including the guy that's guarding him. So, this is where it's again can be counterintuitive to players that getting off the ball can actually facilitate them getting in a lot better situations with the ball, and it's sometimes surrender needs to be viewed as a strength and not a weakness.